Today, Donald Trump signed an executive order to withdraw from the UN Human Rights Council, also withdraw from UNRWA. UNRWA funding, of course, helped to provide humanitarian relief to the Palestinian people. And he wants a review of American involvement and funding in the UN, thus signaling that he would like to pull American support out of the United Nations. Now, Politico obtained a fact sheet from the Trump White House that reads as follows. The UNHRC has demonstrated consistent bias against Israel, focusing on it unfairly and disproportionately in council proceedings. In 2018, the year President Trump withdrew from UNHRC in his first administration, the organization passed more resolutions condemning Israel than Syria, Iran, and North Korea combined. Now, Elise Stefanik, another stooge of the Israeli government, says that is Trump's nominee for ambassador to the United Nations, and she wrote on X, today's executive order is the correct action by President Trump to deliver America first, blah, 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 blah. You get the point. We are
America first, what a joke you are.
This is not America first. How is this America first?
Because they think Israel is above America. So when you say that we're giving all of our money to Israel and we're cutting funding to anyone who might help the people that Israel slaughtered viciously, killed their children, their grandmothers, their aunts and uncles. But if you dare to try to help those people 1%, America first. Of course, by America first, I mean Israel first, and America maybe 87th whenever we allow it, okay? So look, guys, if you're gonna complain about tropes or whatever BS, well then don't do them.
Yeah, don't slaughter innocent people. Just don't slaughter entire families. Don't bomb hospitals. Don't bomb refugee camps. Don't kill people after you've told them, hey, this is where you can evacuate to for a safe zone, and then drop 2,000-pound bombs on those refugees. If you don't like tropes, then don't live by them, okay? Because that's what we saw in Gaza this entire time. It is unbelievable to me. Look, it's an effort to shut people up and make people pretend as though they're not seeing what they're seeing with their own eyes. They're not hearing what they're hearing with their own ears. We all saw it, guys. We all saw it. They tried to shut down TikTok to ensure that young people weren't sharing footage of what was happening on the ground in Gaza.
Make sure that you have the PR going for you, as Mitt Romney said. He said the Israelis are great at PR, but now we're gonna have to shut down TikTok because they're losing the PR battle, because now the world is objecting to them murdering Palestinian child after child after child, crushing their heads with the concrete that falls on them when they drop the bombs on their buildings, burning them alive. Oh, why is TikTok, why are American citizens allowed to show that? Don't they know that Israel's in charge of America and all of our media? If you don't want the trope, then don't goddamn do it. Because don't tell me that mainstream media doesn't kiss Israel's ass and pretend that they're the victims when they slaughtered and genocided all of Gaza. So one of the worst genocides I have ever seen in my lifetime. So anyone's still debating, oh, is it a genocide? Oh, I don't know. My feelings are hurt if you call it a genocide. I don't care, man. 62,000 dead now in Gaza. I think that their feelings and their lives were worth 1,000 times your feelings. Their lives are worth 1,000 times your feelings. So no, oh, don't say it, don't say it. No, I'm saying it, and you're not gonna stop me from saying it. I don't care if it's a Republican or a Democrat. This government works totally on behalf of Israel and not the US citizens. Where's my goddamn $300 billion? Why doesn't Israel pay us back if they're such a great ally? No, always take, and never give.
So let's talk about the death toll, and I should note that these figures are still an underestimate because now that there's a ceasefire, now that they're starting to clear some of the rubble, they're discovering dead bodies. Some people have been missing for so long, they're presumed to be dead. So Dropsite News recently reported on this, saying that Gaza government media office, the death toll from the war has surpassed 61,709 people, including 47,487 whose bodies have reached hospitals, while 14,222 remain missing under the rubble or on the roads. Here are some additional details. The number of injured individuals has risen to 111,588. More than 6,000 detainees have been arrested by the occupation. subjected to severe abuse and torture, with dozens killed under torture. In fact, there was evidence that some of them were being raped by the Israeli prison guards. And when there was an effort to investigate those rapes, the Israeli settlers were very upset about that and went into a complete rage and demanded that the Israeli government prevent any type of investigation into Israeli prison guards raping Palestinian detainees. There's more. Over 2 million people have been forcibly displaced, some more than 25 times in conditions lacking basic necessities. This means 8% of Gaza's population has been directly impacted by the genocide. Now, Jeremy Scahill of Dropsite News reports that the conservative Gaza death toll from the US facilitated war against the Palestinians of Gaza continues to rise as people returning to their neighborhoods discover mass graves and people buried under the rubble or killed and their bodies left at the scene. So the ceasefire agreement between Hamas and Israel still holds for now. But during the press conference between Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump, honestly, that did not inspire confidence that the ceasefire will hold. I feel, based on what Netanyahu himself was saying, he was hinting that as soon as all the hostages are returned, no, we're gonna continue.
No, they're taking Gaza, guys. It's keep it real. They're definitely taking northern Gaza. Maybe they're going to take all of Gaza.
No, they're going to take all of Gaza.
Why do you think that they supported Trump so much? That's what we explained to you guys. I said, look, why, to vote for Kamala Harris was painful because she said that the ethnic cleansing was no big deal and that we should keep funding Israel's genocide of Palestinians. So but how could Trump have been worse? Because we told you, we reported it here. The Israeli papers were already reporting that Miriam Adelson paid Trump to make sure that Israel could annex more Palestinian land. And then Netanyahu is like bends over backwards to help Trump in every way before the election and after the election. You think he's doing that out of the goodness of his heart? No one could be that unbelievably naive. No, they have a deal. And the deal is you're going to let us steal this land. You're going to let us finish the job. And that's what Trump would say, remember? During the campaign, he said they should finish the job. Finish the job means finish the genocide, kill as many of them as you want, do it with our money, and we won't help them 1 inch. After you slaughter them, we're gonna make sure that they can't get treated for disease or get any food until they're all starving. And maybe you could you wanna talk about camps, that's camps. Gaza is a giant concentration camp run by the state of Israel. Inarguable. And now Trump's saying, well, it's such a terrible concentration camp and Israel slaughtered them all, so why don't we just move them somewhere else and steal their homes? And Jared Kushner talked about it earlier before the election, said Gaza's got great waterfront property. So Trump and Kushner and Netanyahu and all those guys will probably make a lot of money from this genocide. So for people supporting Israel, I hope you're proud. And by the way, there's no one in my lifetime that has driven up anti-Semitism more than Benjamin Netanyahu. And whoever comes in second is like a million miles behind. Netanyahu is making the whole world despise Israel.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.